A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And here we go from Miami. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing here, Darnold. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. From the gun, a run for Henry. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 31. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Henry on the catch. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 22 on 2nd down. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Williams to throw on 1st. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He puts everything behind this one. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up their opening drive. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins start off well to tie things 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Play action on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's taken in by Henry. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Darnold. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is Henry on 2nd, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. To throw, here's Darnold. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Now Darnold. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Has him running the comeback. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw by Williams. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Williams on the play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. Third down coming. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of 0 on the play, and that leaves them with 4th and 6.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Working from the gun, Williams. He connects downfield on 4. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Oh, they're looking up, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And they pick it up, still got a chance at a touchdown. 3rd and goal, it's Williams. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. This one is up and good. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Ball at the 33 for first down. Putting the tight end in motion. Darnold looking to throw. Jump off caught by his back. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
from the 35 on second down. Lays out. What a catch. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
On first and 10, it's Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Cardinals trailing in the early going. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now off play action. Toward Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this across, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Darnold to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Throwing here, Darnold. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Williams to throw on first. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. From the red zone now. He's on the move. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cardinals grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. Unfortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
The drive begins with Henry. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. We're driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jonah Ellis there to make the stop.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
To throw is Williams. He's got time here. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. Deontay Hardy to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Slot man motioned over. 1st down, Williams. Finds a man, right side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, if you couldn't do it.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. School coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Go set.
Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. Back now, pressure on its way. That throw finds Kittle. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's got Pierce. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me. with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers.
And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. George Kittle, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Trying for it on the ground. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Stephanie.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 29. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Off the play fake, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
2nd and 3 now.
At the 60. At the 60. Go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. Hurt. Hurt. Hurt.
Coming right is Hall. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready. Check go.
They go right back to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here.
Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
A give left side for Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go, check. Alert, alert. Go check, ready.
First down throw by Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quandre Diggs with the INT. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. From the 39. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Shaq Thompson. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. Getting right back to it after that interception. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Second and 3 now. From the 37. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Williams to throw on first. He's trying to push the field. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Quandre Diggs with the INT.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go set. Ready. They set.
Throwing here, Darnold. On the move, headed right. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Ready.
They've got a man in motion. Second and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Ready.
Throwing now off play action. Kittle brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Man in motion here. Now Darnold. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. First and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he cuts it back right. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Take go.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Henry on the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play... and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Cardinals down by 10.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. 1st down from the red zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender. And even more so, the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Darnold looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing now. The throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Henry running to the left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Cut. Red 80. Red 80. It's up.
To throw. Chased out to his right. Has it in close. Will head out of bounds after a small gain.
Whether they meant to go to him or is an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
He's going deep. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Cardinals make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football.